Russian President Vladimir Putin has said his hand was forced over Moscow's invasion of Ukraine and claimed a blitzkrieg of Western economic sanctions had failed to undermine Russia's economy. Putin said the stupid sanctions, which have barred Russian banks from international payment systems and led international businesses to exit the country in droves, were doomed from the beginning, adding that the country remains open for business with those who want it. The economic blitzkrieg against Russia was doomed from the beginning, Putin said Friday, according to a translation. Speaking at a plenary session at the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum, Putin accused the West of colonial arrogance and said that Moscow's so-called special military operation, which has thrown Ukraine into all-out warfare and led to the deaths of thousands, was down to the West's refusal to respect its obligations. Putin also hit back at what he described as false accusations that the war in Ukraine, and resultant implications for supply chains and commodity markets, were responsible for the worsening global economic landscape. Putin said he might be flattered at the suggestion that Russia's war could have knock-on effects on the U.S. economy, but insisted that was not true, an opinion that has been widely refuted by economists. Europe has traditionally been a major importer of Russian hydrocarbons, but has since curtailed its reliance on Russia in response to the war, leading to supply gluts and increased commodity prices. This has started long before our special military operation in the Donbass, and they re-blaming us. His comments to an audience of business leaders at SPIEF come at a time when Russia remains isolated from the West due to its ongoing invasion of Ukraine. Before the war, SPIEF was a prominent fixture on the business world's calendar, with corporate and political leaders heading to Putin's hometown for the forum in which Russia sought to promote its economy and attract investors. Russia initially launched a full-scale invasion, or what it calls its special military operation, of Ukraine on February 24, saying it intended to denazify and demilitarize the country, making spurious claims about the leadership in Kiev that have been roundly rebuffed. Since its shift in strategy, Russia has pounded towns and cities in the region and made slow but steady progress, seizing a swathe of territory in the east and southeast of Ukraine. Ukraine continues to ask for more heavy weaponry from its Western allies, although questions are starting to be asked of governments over how long such support is sustainable. If Russia seizes the whole of the Donbass, what happens next is uncertain. Peace talks between Russia and Ukraine stalled early on in the conflict, and Kiev has repeatedly said it will not concede any territory to Moscow.